Good morning, Miss Terrell's science class. I'm Ron Burgundy, here with an exclusive report on nuclear pollution. Nuclear pollution is caused by radioactive elements being put into our environment. I don't know how to say this, but it's kind of a big deal. The main places that emit these wastes are nuclear power plants, coal-fired power plants, and uranium plants. The first major case of nuclear pollution was the Idaho Falls accident in 1955. Next was a large fire at a plant in Athens, Alabama in March of 1975. The next major incident was the 3 Mile Island accident in 1979. The next and second worst incident was the Chernobyl disaster in 1986. The United States alone has reported 56 accidents since the Idaho Falls incident. The Fukushima meltdown in Japan in 2011 is the worst accident in the history of all nuclear accidents. The top 5 most radioactive places in the world are Fukushima, Chernobyl, Mylusu of Kyrgyzstan, the Pentagon of Kazakhstan, and the Siberian chemical compound in Russia. Now we go to our man in the field, Shirley Wilfell, with nuclear specialist Bill Loser. Yes, I have a man on my team named Shirley Wilfell. Shirley, what do you have for us?
Thanks, Ron. I'm here with nuclear specialist Bill Loser. Bill, what type of effects do nuclear pollution have on the world?
Well, first let me state the obvious and say nuclear pollution is very bad. If there is high radioactivity, it causes populations to have to move out of the environment immediately. This desertion causes places to become ghost towns. The effects on individual organisms depend on the type of organism and amount of exposure. The radiation can destroy cells and cause cancer in organisms. Another side effect can be genetic mutations in offspring and even death. These effects have been seen in many other organisms besides humans. Plants can also be affected. Plants can become discolored and even die.
That sounds truly awful. How are these problems being addressed, and what are some solutions for preventing further nuclear pollution?
Well, as you can guess, the radioactive pollution is highest in the places that have experienced the major accidents. At locations where the radioactivity is too high, the site is decommissioned. At locations where the accidents are small, operations are shut down, the site and workers are cleaned, and surrounding areas may be evacuated in order to prevent radioactive exposure. In order to prevent any accidents, plants are routinely checked and safety equipment is fixed and replaced often in order to be prepared for anything. Plants always attempt to prevent accidents, and waste is disposed of with extreme care.
Are there any precautions that have not yet been tried?
The Tokyo Electric Power Company is attempting to put a special resin over the Fukushima plant. This resin would prevent the spread of radioactive material. Once the resin has dried, it can prevent dust from spreading for 6 months to a year. Another measure being looked at is covering the damaged reactors with specially coated canvas sheets.
Well, thank you for your time, Mr. Loser. I'm Shirley Wilfell, signing off. Back to you, Ron.
Thank you, Shirley. I am pleased to report that these methods have been working, but because radiation decays at such a slow rate, these effects will take a long time to be able to be seen. Thank you, Mr. Loser, for your expert opinion. This is Ron Burgundy, signing off for Channel 4 News. And you stay classy, science class.